see what all functions it supports, or the few of them are here which we will be using throughout our system. To connect to the server, we are having function called MySQL_connect. This is to connect to your database server. Then after database server, you could have many databases within one server. So to select the database, you have MySQL select_db. I'll come to the syntax later on when we will use the demo session, or which will create the demo application in our session. The next is MySQL query. This is to execute any DML statement, data manipulation statement, whether you want to add a data, you want to delete, modify, you start your transaction, comment, roll back, that's everything. MySQL real escape string, it's escape string function basically help you to prevent your data from the SQL injections. Suppose you have forms and you're allowing your end user to enter the details, and they can enter anything. If the hackers are there, they can even pass the SQL injections. So to save your data, instead of directly saving into the database, you can use this function to prevent your data. MySQL fetch, it has other functions with MySQL fetch object, MySQL fetch array, MySQL fetch row, etc. So this is basically a form of retrieving data from your tables or your result sets. So we'll see how to use that. MySQL num rows, which will return you like number of rows fetched by your identifier. MySQL insert ID, when you have auto incremented column, that time you're not sending the auto incremented value. That time you will just pass the values which are essential to insert into the database. That time database will auto increment the primary key or the unique or whatever auto incremented column is there. So what ID is being inserted at that time? To know that, we can use MySQL insert ID function, which will return you the latest inserted auto incremented ID. MySQL close, whenever you open a connection, you need to close to save your data, your database, and your server as well, because if there are too many connections, it will going to correct your database as well. So these are few functions of the API which we will be using. So I thought I'll just first introduce you with the functions, and then we'll just see when we'll start with actual development. This is one kind of